the story mode of Dead or Alive Plus, it's the exact same story mode for Dead or Alive 5. They didn't really change the story mode up. They added new modes to the game itself. So for the story mode, it takes place 2 years after the last Dead or Alive, which is Dead or Alive 4. Helena's taken charge. It's not a real deep story. Basically, most of the story is you experimenting with different fighters. You get to learn a little bit about their background a little bit, and you fight with them for a couple battles. The main focus of the story goes from being about the tournament to Kasumi's evil clone, which is Alpha 152. That's what the story ends up going. It's a pretty decent story. I actually find some parts really funny. Some characters you'll end up hating, some characters you'll end up loving a lot, and then you'll have to switch to a new character. But Mortal Kombat kind of did the same thing, except their story was a little better maybe. So overall, the story mode was pretty decent. I liked it a lot. Kasumi is a really good character, and other characters like Ryu come in and make the story so much better. On the last couple chapters, the story really picks up and it gets really interesting, and there's a lot of fun cutscenes. The difficulty gets a lot harder as you go on. I actually enjoyed that a lot. Instead of just saying, oh, it's easy or it's normal, it goes from being easy to normal to being hard. I like that a lot in this game. For the graphics of this game, the characters look just as good and as beautiful. The ladies, I'm saying. The guys look good too, but the ladies, they look really beautiful. The graphics, the backgrounds, everything looks pretty nice to me. It could look better, but it's a big improvement over Dead or Alive 4. The graphics are a huge improvement over the last game. So that's what I'm ranking this on. And for this being a handheld and having no difference in the graphics, in my opinion, they actually look better because the OLED makes it look really, really nice, and you don't have an OLED TV at your house, so it's gonna look better. If you have an OLED TV, it might look that good on your TV, but I personally thought this looked better on the Vita than on my PS3 version. But overall, good looking graphics and great looking backgrounds, great character, great boob physics, if you want to say boobs. Boobage. The girls' boobs are not too big, and they actually move. They flow like a norm. It looks realistic, in my opinion. They're not too bouncy.
Wake up.
Now, the gameplay in this game is pretty fun. Overall, it goes from being easy in the story mode to getting really difficult, but the story mode prepares you for battles online if you play against friends. For people that haven't played a Dead or Alive game like me, except for 5, it's gonna be kind of hard at first to get used to the controls and not being able to block right away, and you have to learn the moves. Once you get the controls down, it becomes a really fun game. And the characters' voice acting is pretty good in my opinion. It brings the game together. I think it's very nice. Now, for a new mode called Touch Fight mode, it's really fun, actually, because I thought it was going to be crap, but I actually had a lot of fun in it. You press one of your fingers down to punch, you can swipe it over and then over to the other side to throw a swing, like an over punch. I don't know what it's called exactly. And you can do uppercuts, and you can even punch your enemy when they're down at the very end of a fight, which is funny because you can kick them or punch them in their crotch area and they'll hold it, and it's fun. It's just really fun. Another cool move is when you can grapple and throw really quickly both of your index fingers or any fingers that you're using to touch it with, and that throws a character or does a special move. I think it's really, really fun, the new features that this game has. I thought that Dead or Alive 5 for the PS3 was fun. I like the new gameplay features that they added, and they didn't cut out features. That's what I like about this one. Heard about Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. they took out co-op mode or something. This game never had co-op in the single player, so they didn't take that out. They didn't have to, but they didn't take any of the good features out of the game, and they kept them all in the game. So overall, this game was really fun. It has a couple new features, and they didn't take any of the old features out. The gameplay's still fun. The graphics still look good. And you still get your sexy women. There's a couple bad things about it too. DLC that you purchased does not cross over. Some of the tutorials don't explain the moves very well, but overall it's a really fun game. I recommend it. For the Vita, I would recommend buying it actually. You can do a crossover mode, which I have not shown yet. It's really fun also. But you have to have the PS3 version to do that mode. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, watch my other Dead or Alive 5 Plus videos, and thank you for watching.
None of it was planned. Please.